Hello, everybody. Welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at the news station at 1320 AM Attleboro. I'm Justin Ferreira. Now, before we start the segment of 4 Deep Sports Talk, a quick commercial. This segment of 4 Deep Sports Talk is made possible by the generous support of Diesel Direct. Diesel Direct, the national fuel resource in 46 states, boosts a fleet of over 900 fuel delivery trucks. 4 Deep Sports Talk would like to congratulate Diesel Direct on its 25th year anniversary. Thank you, Diesel Direct, for your unwavering support, helping us provide a platform for high school and youth athletes in southeastern Massachusetts.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk. I am so excited today. First of all, a call out to everyone who's in this studio. We have Maddie on the board. Thank you, Maddie. Justin, our sports master. You just heard the wonderful little commercial there. And Dom is at home tending to his partner there, who we lots of prayers for you, Susan. I know you're recuperating, and I know, Dom, you're taking care of her. So shout out to you. And KC has a basketball game today. So, Catherine, good luck out there. But I just want to let you know, in studio today, I'm so excited. We have Taunton High School Lady Tigers. They are the MIAA Division I, which is the Hockomock Division, girls softball state champs. So welcome. We also have Coach Michelle Raposo in here too. And we have the 3 seniors that are going out. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Samantha Lincoln. I'm Samantha Lincoln. I'm the pitcher. I'm a senior this year, so.
I'm Bridget McDougall. I'm also a senior this year.
I'm Molly Carnes. I'm a senior this year, and I play outfield.
Great. Well, welcome. And Coach?
I'm Michelle Raposo. I am the coach for the Taunton softball girls. This is my second year as head coach here.
Well, congratulations. And team has a number of questions to ask. So, want to kick it off?
Who's first, you or me?
You can go first, Justin.
All right. What's the best part of softball?
I'd say the best part of softball is just being with my friends all the time, making so many memories on the field, off the field. Everything we do is basically together. So,
I'd say the best part of softball is the family that you create among the years that you play and just the dedication.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. The family that's formed on the field and off the field is nothing like anything else in this world, so it's definitely worthwhile.
So you guys have been together for a long time.
Very long.
Really, really. So from what, T-ball or?
Probably like 10 years old for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a long time.
We're getting a call already.
We have a call. Oh, my
boy.
goodness.
Let's take it. Here we go.
Sure.
Hello, you are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk.
Hey, how are you? I know I'm on.
Dom, yep.
And it's our fearless leader. This is Dominic Damiano.
How's it
How
going?
are you guys? Good.
Girls, can you hear him?
Tape.
Okay.
I'm watching it on tape delay. It's pretty funny. Me and my patient are watching it on tape delay.
Well, you can turn it down back there because we can hear the
Yep.
echo.
And I want to, girls, I just wanted to congratulate you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just turning down my TV right now.
Thank you.
Loud and clear. We got you.
Loud and clear. So, Coach, I just want to congratulate Coach Raposo on another fantastic season, Coach. Very nicely done with you and your coaching staff. I don't know how you do it with, oh, my God, I can't remember his name. I was going to pick on him today, but it'll come back to me. Someone on your coaching staff. Oh, my God, what's his name? He does the PA announcement for the girls' basketball.
Fox. Michael Fox, yep.
Coach Fox, yes. Coach Fox. I totally slipped my mind. He's on your coaching staff as well, correct?
Yes.
yeah.
He's a good guy. I know.
He coaches the
Say again?
JV team.
Okay. So Coach, I wanted to run down to everybody that's listening just to get them caught up on the fantastic season you guys had, if you guys don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right. So the audio's all set over there, young man? You can hear me pretty good?
We got it. Yep.
It sounds good, Dom. Don't worry.
Okay, I know. I'm paranoid over nothing again. So anyway, as I get my stats up, the girls started on April 3rd, and I'll go right down their list. They started with Sharon. They beat Sharon 32-1. There's a nice nail biter on the 5th of April.
Close game, yep.
That's great. This is April 5th as we run down again. We're running down just to get people caught up on how they did last year before they won the state title. Beat North Attleboro on the 5th of April, 2-1, real close game. Played Canton on the 10th of April. Beat them 21-1. Beat Franklin 12-0. Mansfield. This is all Hockomock play. Mansfield on the 14th, 14-2. They go out of conference. They play Newton North. Beat them 11-2 on the 20th. Go back into conference play. On the 24th, they beat Attleboro 9-0. They beat Stoughton 10-2. They beat Milford 16-0. The only score I don't have was the King Philip score on the 3rd of May. And then it says you go back, and I guess it's home and home. You beat them on the. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have this. I'm sorry. 3-1. That was a very close game. Then you guys go out of conference. You played Bishop Feion. You beat them 9-0 on the 6th of May. The 8th, back in conference, beat Foxborough 26-0. Oliver Rains 9-0. Again, North Attleboro 1-0. Franklin 13-0. Plymouth North 10-3. Attleboro again 11-0. Then Milford, 9-2. Newton North 8-0. King Philip, the only loss of the season, 1-0. I want to ask you a question about that one. Bishop Feion 15-2. The Silver Lake score I don't have. Then this is most likely conference play, where you guys start your run for the state title. Westport 12-0. King Philip 2-0. CC 6-1. Is that Concord Carlisle? I think.
Central Catholic.
Central Catholic, and then you beat them 6-1. And I want to make sure I'm following along the right way. Actually, let me sure I get that right. They have 4-2. We got 6-1 for the state title, and then of course King Philip 2-0 in the semis. So I had a couple of questions. First of all, Coach, I want to ask you, what happened in the King Philip game, the 1-0 game? Were they eating too much Captain Crunch? Was it a sugar rush, or what happened?
We didn't capitalize in our first inning. We had bases loaded with no outs. We didn't score any runs.
Yeah.
We knew KP would be our toughest competition all year. They were relentless. They had some really good players. They had Libby Walsh at shortstop, who at any time could hit the ball really well. So we didn't capitalize when we wanted to. And then after we didn't have that first inning where, we didn't get any runs in, we chipped away a little bit, but we just couldn't, get our hits to come together at the same time to produce any offense. So unfortunately, we lost kind of how we beat them in the semifinal game, with a little hit to the outfield that scored a run for them. But, losing a regular season game isn't the end of the world for us. It kind of sets the girls back, gets them to refocus and come back a little harder. I think that definitely is what set us apart to pull it together in the postseason.
Excellent. So I got one question. I'll call back in the second half hour, but I had a question for you and the girls. Was there a certain part, this is an individual question for all you guys in the studio, when did you think, or what game, and I don't mean to take this away from the guys that probably have the same question, when did you guys think this thing was going to go the way it was, or had that feeling that it was going to be as special as it was? You as a coach and the girls. I'd like to get their opinion as I leave, and I'll call you guys back in the second half of the hour.
I'll let them answer first and then see what they say.
You got it. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay.
Thanks,
Bye,
Tom.
You got it.
You can answer.
I'd say the game in the semifinals against KP. I feel like we really just knew we wanted to beat them and once we could get our get back, we got it. So
Now that was a 2-0 game, right?
Yeah.
We were high on it.
Yeah, the energy, even on the bench, on the field, was unlike any other game we played that season. It honestly felt like the biggest game of the season to a lot of the girls. Every single girl on the team wanted that win, and we definitely went in fighting and came out on top in the end.
Are they your biggest rivals?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So what did you guys have to do to hype yourself up? And do you have any rituals, anything like that, knowing you were going into, the finals here and knew you had to win?
It all starts on the bus rides for us,
They have a
I
lot of
love that.
superstitions.
Yeah.
Really?
we do.
Oh, let's hear them.
especially Coach Pozo.
I don't have any. I try not to, but we do a lot of the same routines.
Yeah.
I keep my hair the same way.
We do this thing called rain, usually before like every home game, and we brought that to UMass Dartmouth that day. I feel like that really helped make it feel like a home game to us, make it feel like we had a purpose there, and really it's just like a superstition at most, but it was good.
There's also always that one song that we'll put on, and everyone is just ready to walk on
And what
that
song
field.
is that?
It changes every year, but probably this year the Alamame song. What's it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Is
I
that
definitely
your
have-
walk on the field
I
song?
definitely have you guys singing it before the game.
Yeah.
Before our final game against Central Catholic, we all, I videotaped it and have a
Oh,
recording
cool.
of it.
Yeah.
They do unique things, I think, every year, and they pick one thing that like really like bonds them together. Going back on to like when I saw a change, like I don't think the kids bought in until about midway through the season, like when we had that big talk, what it takes to be a good teammate and what it takes to like go to the next level. Fortunately, these girls have been in a situation to play at the higher level in a higher competition where they're in these tight games and they're able to come out on top. They're not phased by a team. They really make it all work together.
Nice.
I think
Nice.
we're ready to take our first break here.
Wow,
So-
already. See
No,
how
I know,
fast
it
that
flies
went?
by, we know. So you've been listening to 40 Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM. If you want to call in, the phone number is 508-222-1320. We'll be right back after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 40 Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM on this Saturday. And so I'll go into one of my questions here.
Okay,
unless you're gonna-
sounds
yeah.
good. Sounds good.
So can you guys just talk about, for the viewers or listeners' perspective, can you just kind of convey the emotions or feelings that you kind of had after that last out to win the championship, or getting to celebrate with your team after? Just what was that whole kind of experience like?
It all starts when we just all run at each other, pig pile. It's just a feeling that's unmatched. It's so hard to describe, but it's one of the best feelings I've probably ever felt in my life. and especially going down with your family, your team like that, it's amazing.
I mean, as a coach, I was in their shoes as a kid. We won way back when, 2002, 2003, when I was a player. So that feeling as a player just emulates even more as a coach, I think. These girls work hard day in and day out. There's some days where we don't take any days off during a week. I think there was a stretch of 3 weeks straight where these girls were working out, whether at practice or at games. They had no days off. They know the commitment. They know the level that it takes to win that final game. So they're putting in that effort. So at the end of that game, when, they come out on top, it's just like a relief of we put in all this energy and effort and they're just winning. And it's just like an indescribable feeling. And I think, it also, not that we want to piggyback on baseball all the time, but it was nice to be able to leave and have that same experience with baseball.
Oh, that's right. The boys won also.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought I saw a story on that.
Yeah.
Coach, yes, his daughter plays on the team, on the girls' team, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw that. I'm like, wow, this is cool. And when the boys won, I'm sure, it was celebratory for everybody. But congratulations.
Before and the year before that, and it's definitely a feeling that we feel again this year. It's something that you strive for. It's something that you'll never forget. So yeah.
Very cool. Quite emotional. A lot of support, right? A lot of support from the town. I saw a couple things, on national TV. Channel 10 did a spot on you guys. Channel 12. My friend Nick Hoyt also said a few words. I mean, you guys are very local, and they were so proud of you.
So, so you guys only was it one game last year? Is that it? Just one. So that in itself is pretty crazy, but and impressive. But how do you sort of just keep the focus throughout the year when you're not facing a ton of adversity in terms of losing? How do you just keep it going, I guess, throughout the season?
I think that even if we go into a game knowing that maybe they're not as good as our best competition, we still play as best as we can. We don't play down to the team we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
So we just stay up at all times.
Which was definitely a big reminder from Coach Pozo, just play your game, nothing else matters.
That's great advice. I like that.
I think we started every game with this is going to be our toughest competition every year until, we get a little runs on the board or a few runs on the board, and we see that maybe, it's not our toughest competition. I don't know, but we go into the game every day, with the mindset that it's our toughest competition, and we're going to play our game until we have to, pull back a little, but we don't pull off.
I guess not. I mean, from what I understand, Taunton is the first softball team in the state. 3 wins in a row.
Back to back to back.
Wow. What about the team? Aside from, girls being here, how does the rest of the team respond to the team leaders, which are you guys?
I think the underclassmen and younger girls really have a lot of respect for us, just knowing who we are. We kind of grew up with them too. We all played Taunton girls softball when we were little.
Oh, wow.
So they all just respect us, and they don't look down to us or question what we say, because they know that we know what we're talking about.
So they're there to learn. I mean, they look up to you guys. That's great.
Yeah. I feel like softball's kind of a thing where you all start at a young age, and especially if you're all in close in age, you just grow up together. I feel like the younger girls, if they're not used to us, they become used to us pretty quickly, because that's just how softball works for us. It's just all coming together.
Mm-hmm. Great. Any more questions?
Yes.
You got it.
I've got, what's the hardest part of softball?
Ah.
I'd say the mental game. I think that you can get in your head really easily, and if there's other people around you just talking about you, then it really gets to your head. So staying focused on the one goal is really what you have to focus on.
Yeah, it's definitely really easy to get down on yourself while looking at stats, while looking at only yourself. But I feel like it's important to look at us as a team, us, not just the individual player, and that's really how like you get out of those struggling points. If you're in a slump, it's helpful to look at the team, or everybody's there to always like pick you up. We have such a good bond with everybody, so there's always
It's necessary when you're a big team like that. You gotta. I know we kind of talked about it out there, and talking about the weight room and all the preparation and everything. But how important do you think is all that off-season training and practicing for your individual and I guess team success?
I think that the work in the off season really plays a big part in how you're going to play in the season. If you're not putting in the work in the off season, it's going to show. So working like 3 to 4 days a week, lifting is like very needed.
Yeah, definitely insanely important. I mean, we're all putting in work and we're all seeing progress, especially at like captain's practice. We can tell who's going to captains, who's putting in work, and it's a payoff. It feels great.
Yeah, it's definitely important to put in the work in the off season, but it's also important to have those things like captain's practice to kind of form a bond with every age level. We have all the way down to 8th grade at Taunton High, so it's important to create those relationships with everybody. So by the time the season comes, we have a strong bond.
Coach, holy smokes, right?
I don't need to talk much. They've done a great job getting the girls in the weight room this year. We have a new strength and conditioning coach. We'll give a shout out to Coach G. He's done a tremendous job at Taunton High School, getting all the kids in there. I know the girls are it's a little daunting to get in there with the boys in there. So he's done a great job making them feel comfortable and working them out a few days a week. So they look more prepared this year.
Oh, that's great.
So nice.
That's great.
Even more motivated. and you win every year. That must be pretty cool. Well, I think we can take our break now.
Really? Oh, my goodness. Second break already.
We'll stay on time, I guess. Hello, everyone, and we are back on 4 Deep Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM. On the Saturday, we have Justin the Sportsmaster, Luce Cabral, Coach Marcel Raposo, Bridget McDougall, Sam Lincoln, and Molly Carnes from the Taunton softball team, Division I state champions last year and the year before.
A three-peat. Unbelievable. Very, very excited to have you girls in here, and Coach as well. So during the break, I heard this little video of what it takes to get the girls hyped up before a game. And I thought we'd play it for you. Absolutely love that. Woo! They were doing the little hand motions in here. I don't know if anybody can see that, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Did you teach them that?
Oh
or?
no, that's all them.
Who came up with
I
that
don't
one?
know the song. I don't know it at all. It's an actual song.
Area code.
That was before every game.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Like we couldn't have our team talk before we took the field. We couldn't do anything until we sang the
that.
song, danced to
really?
it, and then we would get in game mode.
No, and then post how to sit on
Oh
it.
yeah.
Do
yeah.
some. We had to embarrass our coach
Yes.
a little bit.
Every game.
Love it. Looks like we got another call.
Oh, I wonder who this one is.
Gee, I wonder.
Hello there. We're live on 40 Sports Talk.
Good afternoon again, young man.
Oh, who is
Oh.
this?
I warned you I was going to call back.
That's true. You did tell us. What's going on a half hour later?
Right, exactly. So I had a question for the girls and the coach. So a lot of times, like Severian and St. John's Prep and Catholic Memorial, they would die to have the talent coach that you have right now. And sometimes I personally think they do their own little policing to make sure they do compete in certain sports. Do you guys see any of that? Do those girls get approached by these private schools?
I don't.
Yeah,
It's like when I was in high school. You know, we had we had a Catholic high school in the city of Taunton, and a lot of the surrounding towns, you know, top athletes went to that school. So I think they
Right.
did that a lot more, you know, back then. I don't know how much it's happening now.
That's good. I was just curious because you see that a lot, like in the Brocktons, because Brockton's the biggest school, and no one really wants to go there because they, unfortunately, have a bad name, you know, because as far as trouble in the schools and stuff like that, you read in the paper, and then you have some of the kids that, of course, their parents don't want them to go there, and they get offered to go, like we talked about, like the Chloe Cassidys or the Catholic Memorials. But on another note, I was curious, you guys being the older players and the more veterans players, how do you guys try to stay on or keep the younger players motivated? And then that'll be my last question. And Coach, thank you for sending me the pictures. And this show will be on TCAM TV, and it'll be back on YouTube after we edit the show and all that. But that was my last question. It was nice to talk to you girls. And again, my question was, how do those senior players that are in studio motivate the younger kids that, you know, will eventually, hopefully, win another state title? And you guys have a good weekend.
Bye, Dom.
Bye,
Bye,
Mom.
thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for calling
too.
in. We're good.
I think
Sorry
just
about
them knowing like what we did last year and all the years before that, they like look up to that. And so when we have captain's practices, just staying positive, always cheering on the younger girls, knowing that like we notice them and they're putting in the work.
it's definitely important to like instill our values on them like early on. Show them what we're about. Show them like the discipline.
When I was younger, and probably falls for you guys too, I looked up to the upperclassmen. I looked up to what they achieved as a team, and it just is really inspiring. And I hope like we try our best to give these girls something to look forward to, a good
Softball team
Positive experience.
yeah, like a good yeah.
I think Taunton is a long-standing softball community, so a lot of these girls have parents that have played. I know I grew up playing TGSL as well, and just as a younger kid, I can relate that I always looked up to the the older girls, the high school girls. So I'm sure that they're doing the same thing. A lot of these younger girls look up to them.
That's good. And I mean, I would say kind of the same thing for me because I've played soccer since 8th grade at the high school, and and now being a senior, you kind of realize that you are the role models for these younger kids. They look up to you and see how you do everything when you run warm-ups, just simple things like that, and just how you kind of talk to each other and communicate. So, it is kind of a big thing to kind of show that,
And it's funny, you don't realize it until your senior year.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, oh, that's what I did for the past 4 years,
You're like, no way I was like them. So, I know this is something you probably don't think about a ton while you're playing and while you're currently there, but you guys take a second and kind of reflect back on kind of sort of the legacy that you're going to leave at Taunton High School. I mean, we said it before, going back to back to back. It's very impressive. We know the program is good, but we don't know if it's going to be like this ever again anytime soon. But, yeah.
I've never thought about it.
I think just before we even talk about that or have the girls comment on it is that like this is unheard of. It's unheard of to win
Yeah.
3 state titles
In a
back to
row.
back to back. And I know people get in the state. It's easy, makes this talent. It's the camaraderie. It's the teamwork. It's buying into the program and like fighting for each other every game. And like these girls bought in and they fought hard for each other and they deserve to win. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but it's worked out the past few years. And you have to commend these girls for the way they play hard and they fight for each other. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like softball and like my experiences at Taunton High is something like I'll hold with me for the rest of my life. I'll definitely be telling my kids about all of this when I'm older, no matter what. And I feel like it's like hard to get caught up, or it's easy to get caught up in the moment, but at the end of the day, it is some important moments to reflect on.
It's really just a proud accomplishment. There's no other words for that. It's just something that you'll honestly you'll carry with you for life.
You never think about that until it's all
Definitely, right?
You'll have to ask them in 10 years.
You got
over. Just come back
When
and
their
let
kids are playing.
Yeah.
Will you be there, Coach?
I'll be there.
So a shout out to the rest of the team.
Yes.
Who's the
definitely.
rest? Who's the rest of the team?
She wants to talk about our seniors. So Haley texted me. She wanted to give us a shout out to her. Haley Croc is in watching us.
Oh, we love you, Croc.
Oh, cool.
We miss you.
And what was Haley's position?
Oh, she was our gymnastics first baseman.
Yes.
No
Yes.
one
Yes.
could split like Croc.
Man, she saved us a couple games. That KP game where we won 3-1. She saved a couple launched balls, and I don't know how she managed to jump that high and catch that ball, but
Wow.
that could have been a game changer. A different outcome for that game for us. So we have. You guys, who else do we have on the team?
Like now?
Last year.
Oh, Ava Venturelli.
We love Mia. She definitely did so much for us too at second base. She was amazing infielder.
We have Casey Demora. She's playing at SNHU right now.
She was Sam's second-hand woman, is what I
Yeah.
call him. She was our catcher. So.
Mia's also at Emmanuel. Go Saints.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Kylia Plum.
And Morgan Fitzgerald, too.
Yep. Sacred Heart.
So those are
Kylie
the
is
seniors
at
from last year.
BSU.
Nice,
Mhm.
nice. So where are you guys going?
I'm going to Texas Tech.
You are, for sure.
Yep.
And what's your major?
Childhood education.
Nice. Nice.
I'm going to Curry to play softball and
Excellent.
also to major in nursing.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know where I'm going yet. I could end up pretty much anywhere, but maybe Villanova, but we'll see where I end up.
Excellent. We'll be looking for you out there. Definitely. We'll be looking for you.
So we have quite a few other girls on the team. We'll talk about our juniors. We have,
Mhm.
do you guys want to
Brooke
Taylor
Aldridge.
DeCosta,
Taylor DaCosta.
Brooke Aldridge.
Abby Doherty.
Kate Larson.
We're our sophomores. Well, now.
Oh, you're really quizzing us.
I know.
You're leaving your mark here.
I think it was only Mia.
Yeah, Mia Torres.
Oh, she's a sophomore. Didn't know
And
that.
then last one, freshman.
Bella
Bella
Bork.
Smelly Belly.
Smelly.
She's really not smelly.
I think she is.
Questionable.
She was our little 8th grader last year. She was like our little sister. We picked on her a lot.
Oh,
Hopefully she comes back.
That was like trivia.
I know.
right.
We don't know.
right. Oh, we have another call.
Oh, here we go.
And if you want to call in, really,
508-222-1320.
thank you, Maddie.
All right, let's see. Hello, you're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
So this is my husband.
Hey.
How's it going?
His name is Lou, by the way.
I'm doing wonderful. Congratulations, girls, and congratulations, Coach.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I I was just wondering. I've seen a lot of college softball on the TV with ESPN and ESPN2, and I'm just amazed by all the athletes that are coming up. Has that made an impression on you, seeing all the TV coverage?
Yeah, it's gotten me really excited to go to college, seeing like how much they're putting it out on the TV now. So hopefully when I go to college, my parents can watch me on the TV since I'll be far away.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really excited for college ball. I mean, it's a whole different ball game. I'm excited. Something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's inspiring. It's inspiring to like all ages how like big softball has gotten in like the past like decade. I feel like it's really important for like especially like young girls. As a young girl, I know it was really cool to see softball on the TV. Now that it's like I'm pretty sure it's back in the Olympics, and I feel like that's just important for like the future of the game and everything.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And actually, girls basketball, right? Casey Clark out there making her her mark. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. Thanks, Lou.
You betcha. Good luck, girl.
Thank you.
Okay. That's 3 calls. 2 are dumb, but
That's okay.
that's all right. But how can you challenge an athlete to a college athlete?
In my opinion, I'm going to be majoring in nursing, so that balance between softball and nursing, I'm a little nervous for, but I know I'm excited. I'm excited for this new atmosphere that I'm welcoming.
Yeah, I think the hardest part is just going to be moving all the way across the country and just living on my own and meeting new people, basically. But I like my roommates, so.
That's a big part of it. It's another call.
Another call.
Phone lines are
Wow,
loading
this
up
is
here.
great.
All right.
Oh, I hope we
Keep
didn't
them
lose them.
coming.
There you go.
Hello, you're live on 4 Deep Sports Talk.
Oh, did you get him?
Hello?
Hello.
How's
Hi.
it going?
Good. How's it going?
Good. You have a question for the girls here?
Yeah, I do. So first off, ladies and coach, congratulations on the victory, obviously, in the championship. My question is kind of straightforward from a fan perspective, but I want to see how the girls feel and the coach feel about this. As a fan, when I look out into the crowd and the support from the fans and everyone wearing Tigers and Taunton gear, you can feel kind of that, you know, that pride that comes with Taunton. I kind of want to know from the perspective of the girls what it means to them and the coach when they have that Taunton across their chest.
Are you
I'll
talking
hang up
about
and
yourself,
listen.
Mr. Torres?
I am not.
So apparently you know
Don't
the
call me
caller.
out.
We refer to them as
The jungle.
the
Yep.
uncles in the outfield. A lot of the unks. So there's quite a few of the men that stand out in the outfield, but it's not just them. It's saying that during our game, not only are the girls wearing all black, but all of our fans are wearing all black with Taunton across their shirts. So, what does it feel to have their support?
It's definitely a unique thing to have, like, all the support, especially I feel like in women's sports. I feel like you don't have a lot of fan sections, student sections at a lot of games, but we definitely do have a great one. And we prefer to have the night games because the night games make it even more fun to have the fans there at 6:30 almost like a few times a week. So I feel like all the fans really enjoy that. It's a great atmosphere to have.
Yeah, when I'm pitching, when I'm like walking back, I can just see everyone just lined across the outfield. It's a cool feeling just knowing that people are there to support us and watch.
I'm literally in that outfield, and it really does hype me up. Like, sometimes hearing the things that you do, it's just like, wow, it's great support. We have great support, especially under the lights. It's a no better feeling.
Awesome. And we're ready to take our last break here. So, yeah, we're good. So you've been listening to 40 Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM. We'll be wrapping up this show right after this. Hello, everyone, and we are back on 4 Deep Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM. And we have Justin, the Sportsmaster here, Luis Cabral, Coach Michelle Raposo, Bridget McDougall, Sam Lincoln, Molly Carnes from the Taunton Softball Division I state champions. And I know, Justin, you had a question, so we can go to you right away.
Are you going to keep playing softball?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Probably, definitely not after college, because but except for maybe not like pro, if that's what I mean. I don't think I'm going pro, but
I can picture myself doing some slow pitch softball
when
I'm
pitch.
30 years old.
After college, I don't know where it's going to take me, but
I would
we'll see.
coach.
I don't know if I would. I don't know.
Do you girls play any other sport other than softball?
I tried. I
Did
quit
you?
all of them. They didn't. They didn't match. Softball's such a commitment, and I feel like I just couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I play field hockey.
You do?
Yeah.
Ah.
I used to play basketball, and then it was just too much, so.
Well, given the height, holy smokes. You are tall, girl.
I did like
crazy.
it, but it was hard to balance it all. Having to practice four times a week,
Yeah.
plus whatever basketball was, which was like 6 days a week, so
Mm-hmm.
it could.
In school, of course.
Yeah.
Or really any sport that you think helped the environment.
I think a positive attitude going into every day, every practice, just being positive. I think you also kind of need to have a goofy side, not always just being serious, and very supportive teammate.
Yeah, being positive, keeping the game fun, especially, after school practices, you're tired, you've gone through the whole school day, but it's just important to keep that environment good and have everybody on the same page and have everybody smiling and laughing no matter how tired you are.
Always being up. Try and not, even if you are having a bad day, don't let that show on the field, because once you're on that field, nothing else should matter.
Mm.
But also giving yourself some grace. So you will have bad days,
Mhm.
but hopefully your teammates do pick you up. Yeah. And they do a really good job with that.
I think that's a big part of it. And yeah, just having that whole support system there while you're on the team, while you might be going through something, just to have people around. So I think we might want to switch topics here. We're going to do our little would you rather question at the end of the show.
Okay, Justin, did you have a one final question?
No, that was it.
That was it? Okay.
Okay. I didn't want to skip anything. So, but we did this a couple shows ago, but I'll poll everyone here. We can have a little debate. So, would you rather give up air conditioning and heat for the rest of your life, or give up the internet?
Oh.
Tough
Internet.
question.
Bye.
Ooh.
I could live without the internet.
Yeah.
I think it's so
Why are you lying?
no. I could.
Probably heat and AC, because I feel like everything's online nowadays, so I feel like you can't, there's a lot of things I couldn't survive without on my phone.
I think I'd live a better life.
Yeah, probably be more healthy.
more
but-
peaceful.
And yeah, so
Less a day.
No.
A survivor.
Justin, what do you think?
Heat and air conditioning. I cheat. I use my fans to stay cold.
I could always talk to myself, pretend I'm an influencer.
Plus, how am I going to enjoy the TV shows I'm on without the internet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
No streaming. That's it. No internet. What do you think?
I'm a nature girl. I could easily give up internet. 95% of my job is I'm a videographer for 8 different Massachusetts towns. I produce a lot of music shows for each one of those towns. I also co-host this high school sports radio show, but I love it, and so just being social, physical out there kind of beats the internet for me. And I could definitely, I'll probably be more happier. I wouldn't know exactly what's going on in the world. However, once you're physically living out there, you appreciate it more as well. So that's just my take.
I think it'd bring us back to healthier lifestyle.
Definitely.
But it would just be a lot different.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
not that
I
we
mean,
know it's
I grew
back
up
in
in
the
an
day,
age where everybody was outside. You know, none of this phone,
No.
internet, any of that. We rode our bikes and we swam in ponds and brooks and,
Drank from the faucet.
there you go. There you go. That ends up away from, okay, why am I staring at the screen? I could be outside enjoying the sunshine, So that's just my. Other people feel differently. But it's a great question.
Yeah, that's what I aim for with these. We like to have so not everybody agrees.
Great question.
Well, does anyone else have
Any
wishes?
thoughts?
Well, I'll say personally, I think it'd have to be internet. I just think, with all the opinions presented, I went to a formal decision. I think it'd be internet because heating and AC is tough. I just imagine that just sounds bad, especially when it's really hot. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a good situation. I don't know. Justin, do you have a would you rather? I know you're always coming up with some.
Okay. Would you rather be a dog or a cat?
I hate cats.
You and me both.
I'd rather be a dog.
I don't like either. So,
I would probably be a dog. I feel like dogs are more generally loved and like more treated as like people than like cats. I feel like cats are kind of like roaming around, just doing their thing.
I agree.
Cannot trust a cat.
I agree. I had a Siamese cat growing up, and I swear it just miraculously was in my room all the time. It wants to kill me. I don't know.
I have a cat. I love my cat, but I'd rather be a dog.
Yeah. Dogs all the way.
Cats are mysterious.
Yeah.
They are. They're very independent,
Just do their own thing.
Kind of look at them like, Now, mind you, I'm videotaping at the Animal Rescue League, Forever Paws Animal Shelter in Fall River. I had a salamander in there 1 week, a pig. Yeah. But I'm a dog person. I grew up with labs, and I don't know. Being the outdoor person I really would like to be, and just being out there, dogs is the way to go. Plus, my mom was allergic to cats, and I don't know. I was never a cat lover, but I can see how people can love cats.
Did you have pets growing up?
No.
Nothing.
Well, growing up, dogs, labs,
Yeah.
all shapes and sizes, and fish tanks.
I've had lots of fish. That's about it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Soothing.
I had
Very
I had a
soothing.
beta fish, lasted about 3.5, 4 years
I
almost.
had one of
So.
those.
What was his name?
Flash.
Flash. I remember in
Bridget
middle
knows about
school.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
he would talk about Flash all the time in middle
What?
school.
Really?
Oh, it was a
Okay,
whole thing.
so I know you guys are all from Taunton, went to school together. I mean, how cool is this?
No, that's awesome. It's just different, and then it's the whole
We'll see him in the halls next week. Hey, Kat.
Hey, what's going on? Saw you at the radio station. Well, I think we're ready to sign off here. So, thank you for listening on the Saturday 4 Deep Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM. I don't know if we have a guest next week, but
We do.
I think we do. But we will catch you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, everybody, and thank you,
Thank
girls,
you.
for coming in.